Hi, my name's Cait Flanders. I write a personal finance blog called Blonde on a Budget, where for the last 2 years I've been chronicling my journey to get out of debt. In June 2011, after probably 6 years of racking up my credit cards and going back to school and purchasing a new car, found myself completely maxed out. Just over $28,000 of debt, and in the last 2 years I've paid it off in full, but it hasn't been easy, and it hasn't been without a number of sacrifices. At 25, just turning 26, I did something that no 20-something wants to do. I moved back in with my parents for 6 months. I'm very grateful to them for that, and being able to live rent-free for 6 months is a gift that I don't think that most people can get when they're in my situation. But the worst part about it was that they actually didn't know how much debt I had. I told them that I needed to move home so that I could finish paying up for school because I was still finishing my degree in communications. But the truth was I was maxed out with about $100 left on my credit card and maybe $100 cash in my checking account. And there was just no other option for me. So for the first 6 months that I was at home, I took some pretty drastic steps. I basically learned how to say no to everything that I used to say yes to. So I didn't go out for dinners and drinks with friends anymore. I basically never got my hair cut, didn't buy any new clothes, nothing like that. I had to say no to vacations with friends. Basically just anything that you would think would be part of your normal daily life. It suddenly became that those were wants to me, and I couldn't budget for them because getting out of debt just became kind of an obsession. It was too important. So after 6 months, I moved back out, which is then you're kind of transitioning to paying rent and paying bills again on top of trying to get out of debt. And so since then, I've continued to be out and paying rent and paying for everything, but you got to be thankful then for things like tax returns, which help you pay other chunks down. Anything like that. But you continue with some of the sacrifices. Like, there are little things that people don't think about, such as like when you go to the grocery store, people just buy everything that they want, but you don't actually think about the fact that maybe you can't really afford that like $8 block of cheese, or not every week. You really learn how to buy only what you need instead of just all of the things that you would normally want. Like I said, my parents didn't know about how much debt I had. It wasn't until I'd paid off about half of it that I finally told them. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that. I think that it's very interesting that people don't want to talk about money because, I was ashamed of how much debt I had. My parents had always talked to me about money, and I never wanted to disappoint them or, who doesn't want to make their parents feel proud? And I knew that, telling them I had $28,000 of debt probably wouldn't do that. I'm fortunate that they were very supportive about it, and my mom's first reaction was she told me that I should tell people how I did it. So it was pretty cool to tell her that I actually had a blog where I was telling people how I did it. And now, it's exactly 2 years later. I've paid it all off. In the end, it was probably closer to $30,000 with some of the interest that was on my credit card debt for a while. So now life without debt.